Hi. So, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. I mean, it's so important because of the service that you provide locally, and you're at the end of my road. So, and the first petition I signed was in your chemist.
I know, and we're very grateful for your support. And as I said to you, it's great you're taking an interest, because I know other MPs haven't, and it's very frustrating because no one knows what we do in a pharmacy. There's this perception of what a pharmacist does, and that's sticking a label on a box and that's it. Whereas if you ask my colleagues, my students who come to me, they talk about me as a problem solver, and that's not what the government thinks I do. We spend hours making sure that someone gets what medication they need, but also the right medication, liaising with hospitals, doctors. We talk about delivering stuff to them for free. We provide lots of things for free, but no one looks at that, and it's quite frustrating for not just me, but for many other pharmacists, that we're seen as pill counters rather than members of the primary care network to provide great service to patients.
Yeah, I was quite surprised actually, because obviously I know when I come into the chemist and I say I've got a sore throat, and you say, well, what else is hurting? And I say this is hurting here and that's hurting, and all of this stuff. But I was actually quite surprised at all the other services that you offer, and the free deliveries that you offer for medicines and for the older generation, and that level of primary care, as you said. I was actually quite surprised about all of that.
I mean, we're lucky. We've been where we are for a number of years, so we know our patients very well. So patients will often come to see us rather than the GP for help and advice. But as you say, we provide lots of free services like free deliveries. We provide text messages to patients to remind them to come and to order their prescriptions, and then another text to collect their prescriptions when they're due, so they don't run out of medicines. But all those things are not funded by the government. It's just us trying to make sure that our patients are looked after well. But unfortunately, that's not sort of seen by anyone else in government about what we do. So our patients love us, but that's as far as the love goes for pharmacy, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, we all do. I love you and appreciate the work that you do. I mean, what will happen? What will happen now the government's made this decision? What will happen to those services?
So I think lots of pharmacies are looking at the services that they're providing for free and saying, can we afford to provide these services? Others will have much more worrying thoughts, and can we actually afford to stay open? And if they do close, then unfortunately the neighbourhoods and populations they serve might have to travel quite far to get alternative services. Also, some other pharmacies, as I said to you before, might just struggle along. And then what I think the government will do will just make bigger, deeper cuts and affect a lot more pharmacies than this initial tranche of cuts will do. And that second tranche, if that happens, I think a lot more closures will happen. I think when that does, when the actual pharmacies do close, I think there'll be Armageddon, because suddenly a big network of primary care health providers will suddenly be no more. And
this is what worries me greatly, because we've got problems with the GPs, we've got problems with social services, then we've got problems with the pharmacies. We're essentially going to have nothing left. We've got problems with the A&E, and the people, especially in Brent, the people that you serve, the people that I serve, they haven't got the money to take taxis to go all the way to Northwick Park Hospital to get everything that they want under one umbrella. So it really does concern me.
Well, again, Dawn, I also think that there's no need to go to Northwick Park, because you've got pharmacies that can provide great services on your doorstep. And I think the government needs to look at how they can better utilise these excellent healthcare professionals who are available nearly 10 to 12 hours a day, sometimes 7 days a week, and some for even longer. And why do you need to go to A&E when someone can look at you, not even give you medicines, but just make sure you're okay? I see children all the time with worried parents saying, oh, my little Johnny's got this, that and the other. Like, look, don't worry, it's quite normal to have this and this. You don't need to do anything, because this will happen, that will happen, and then you're fine. Or if it does happen, come and see me here, I'm here tomorrow. And that's what they want, reassurance a lot of the time. But that's free. Whereas go to A&E, see a nurse, get triaged, that's not great for little Johnny, who's going to be exposed to more bugs, but also costs the NHS so much money, and also it clogs up the system. And that's why I think my colleagues are frustrated, because we could be so much better utilised than we are now. But no one's banging the drum loud enough, so hopefully the drum's been handed over to you and you can do it.
And I am going to bang that drum as loudly as I possibly can, because I just can't afford. And I know, and this is the thing that gets me, when you actually know, I know the value of what you do. I know the value, and I know that you and your family provide that service in Brent for many, many years, and it just worries me that the government doesn't know the value of the service that you provide. So, yeah, trust me, I'll be banging that drum for you.
Very kind of you. Thank you very much, and thanks for this evening. It was lovely to meet you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for coming.